Recently there was an update to CS that made it to where some of your Mirage smokes just aren't landing. And if they are landing, it's not very consistent. So in today's video, I'm going to show off some new smokes and also some old smokes that are currently the most consistent and honestly the most essential smokes that you need to know. Without any more yapping, let's jump right in. So to start off, we're going to go with the smoke that you're probably all here for. This is going to be the mid-window smoke. Now with the new changes, the old smoke lineup that you'd normally sit on this trash can, hold the jump throw over here, doesn't work anymore. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to line up at these stairs. Just slug yourself all the way up in the corner here. And you want to aim at this little portion here on the rug. You're going to look for all these little arch looking designs here. You're going to go not the first one, but the second one. You're going to jump throw. And this one is one of the easier lineups to land. As you can see, lands perfectly in window. It is super consistent, and that's the most important part. And the thing that I like the most about this smoke is that there is some leeway. You don't have to get it absolutely pixel perfect. All you have to do is jump throw. It's super easy. Once again, we tuck ourselves in the corner. Aim all the way up here, not the first one, but at the second. I like to position my crosshair dead in the middle of it, just for consistency's sake. And you just jump throw. As you can see as it flies in, it really just super simple lineup. Not at all easy for the CTs to block either, since it bounces on the far side of the window. It's incredibly difficult to block. As you can see, absolute full coverage window smoke. Next, we're going to be showing off a connector and a cat smoke to round out mid. And these two are once again incredibly easy. All we're going to want to do is line up in this trash can here, similar to the old lineups. First one we're going to throw is for connector, and what we're going to want to do for that is go over, look on the same carpet here. We're going to go over to this first little step up, put your crosshair right on the edge of the corner of it, and you're going to jump through. This one, as it drops in, will land perfectly on the second step. This way it blocks all of the vision. If you land it on the first step or below, sometimes it doesn't cover all the way to the top of the connector. This one provides absolutely full coverage. As you can see, no gaps. Next, we're going to throw the cat smoke. For this one, also another really easy smoke. We're gonna line ourselves up in the trash can once again. Same exact spot. We're gonna look all the way up here at the leaves. We're gonna look at this one here that's angling down. Aim all the way at the edge of it and then jump throw once again. This one will fly all over the buildings mid, drop down, land perfectly in front of cat. As you can see, once again, full coverage, no gaps for ladder room. And for a little bit of extra credit, there's a mid-cross smoke that you can throw. It's also from the same exact location. You wanna line yourself up in the trash can. This time, aim all the way at the top of this antenna, and then just throw. No jump throw, regular throw. And this will be a perfect cross smoke. And then one little extra bonus tip that I have for you guys is if you manage to make it all the way out to top mid here and you're stuck behind the boxes, if you do have a smoke, a really easy way to smoke window is you tuck yourselves in this corner here, crouch, aim all the way at the corner of this box here, and then just throw. It's a super easy lineup, keeps you safe, and will absolutely cover all of window. I've seen my teammates get into this position a lot to where they get top mid and just don't know what to do. This does make it a really easy lineup, as you can see. If you find yourself in the same position but you don't have a smoke and instead you have a molly, one extra little thing I like to do is line yourself up towards the back of the curb here. You aim all the way up at the antenna and then just hold left click and run through. And this will molly the window instead. So if you're really stuck in a pinch, this is another way to force the op or whoever's holding window off of the angle, even if you don't have a smoke. Now the mid smokes out of the way, let's go to the B smokes, which all three of the smokes I'm going to show are going to be from the exact same location. It's going to be tucked in this corner. Not much has really changed with this, but I figured I'll go over it again, just kind of as a refresher almost. So as I said before, we're going to line ourselves up in this corner here. There's going to be three smokes, one for cat, one for market window, and one for market door. I'll throw all three of those in that order. First one is going to be for cat. You want to look up all the way at this piece here. And I like lining it up not at the bottom corner of the roof here, but at the very top. And you just throw. No jump throw needed. This one will land and perfectly block off vision for all of cat. And this one is especially important if you're rushing out of apps. Obviously you will be. Blocks all of the angles from cat from up here as well. Some of the other smokes you throw that land a little bit deeper don't cover everything. This one I really enjoy, is as you can see, no vision. Next we're going to throw the market window smoke. So next we're going to line up in the same exact spot as I mentioned. We're going to aim, just go follow this line all the way up until it meets the roof. Jump throw. This one's a rather straightforward smoke, really not a difficult one at all. And as you can see, not only does it drop in front of market window, but it also covers the walkout the door. If you only have one smoke on, say, pistol round or something like that, I really like throwing the smoke because then you can drop out of window through get right, kind of scale out back sight and fight off any that rotates in front of this smoke. There's plenty of other ways that you can use that, but that's just the first one that came to mind. Then lastly, we're going to throw the market door smoke. This one is, you go basically straight down on a diagonal from the window smoke all the way to the corner of this roof here, and then once again jump throw. As you can see once again, super easy smoke. Lands blocks all of market door. And even if they try and tuck in this corner here, where some of the other smokes leave a little bit of a gap, there's no vision. So then if you want to throw all three of these smokes by yourself, it'll look something like this. We're going to first throw the cat smoke here. We're going to throw a window. And market door. And the first one to land will be cat as you're rushing out of apps. Then market window will pop. And the market door will pop. So as you're scaling site, these smokes will all pop in order. And you'll have absolutely full coverage of. Now with mid and B out of the way, we're going to go over to A. There's going to be 3 smokes here that are absolutely essential. We're going to keep it simple. First one being the CT smoke. And for the CT smoke, I've seen people line up a few different ways. Everybody though kind of tucks themselves in this corner. Some people line up on this brick here. I personally found to line up on the corner a little bit more consistent. I like taking myself all the way to the corner here, aiming at the middle of this wooden beam here, and then jump throw. And this one will land perfectly on top of the box. So it stays really consistent, and the only way they're able to see over it is if they jump all the way up on top of ticket, rather than some smokes you'll be able to see over top of this box here. This one you have to jump all the way on top. Now for the next two, obviously we're going to need jungle and stairs smoked. Instead of being down on the ground for CT, we're going to jump up on this little catwalk here, run all the way around the corner to the wooden beam. And first we're going to throw our jungle smoke. So what we're going to do, once we're tucked in this corner here, we're going to aim it all the way to the top of this piece here. I like to aim it a little bit off to the left, but really anywhere along this line is fine, as long as you're not too far to the middle. Then just normal throw. As you can see, this one's pretty straightforward. And it does bloom covering all of this angle here, but really this smoke's strength comes when you pair it with the stair smoke. So throw that one next. Once again, we line ourselves up in the same exact corner. We're going to basically make a direct line all the way down until these cracked pieces here, just a little bit down and to the right. You can aim it really anywhere in the middle of this. It does not have to be all that precise. But then for this one, you're just going to want to left click, right click, and jump throw. Make sure you're holding down both mouse buttons and then jump throw. As you can see, it bounces off Tetris, lands perfectly on the stairs. Then I'll show off the full execute for A. You're not going to be able to throw all 3 of these smokes on your own, so we're going to focus on throwing the 2 from jungle and stairs. But to show you what they all 3 look like together, once again, line ourselves up in the corner here, aim a little bit to the left of the middle, left click, right click, jump throw on down here. And obviously you won't have ghost, but as you see when these land, absolute full coverage of everything. Then as everything's smoked off now, if you want a little bit of extra credit, you can always run out to the far right side of ramp here. Run, throw it off the A, throw a Molotov off the A. This will spread, covering most of the underneath here. And one more little piece here if you're interested in the absolute best flash that I know of for the A site. You line yourselves up here in the middle of the grill, aim all the way up at the top of this lamp, and then just throw a flash. This one is almost impossible to dodge. You almost never see it coming. As you see from the CT side, you're holding angles, and as soon as it pops up on your screen, you get hit. And this hits just about all angles, even if you're playing ticket. Very hard to react to. Now with all these smokes out of the way, you guys should have some really consistent and essential smokes that you should be able to use in your Mirage games to definitely help you win more rounds. And if this guide did help you, make sure to leave a like, comment, sub down below. It really does help me out a lot, and I always do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a comment down below what map I should do next. And as always, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you all in the next one.